An urgent message to President Donald Trump. Dear Mr. President, for 4 years I have been praying and looking forward to your return to the White House as the last hope for peace in the world. I was thrilled with your massive victory. My optimism was further strengthened when I heard your inaugural speech on the 20th of January 2025 and noticed that, among the great things you promised to do for your country, you wanted to become a peacemaker and a unifier in the world. Indeed, this is the higher mission one could undertake in this short, earthly life. That's why Jesus, in the Sermon on the Mount, said, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God." This is the greatest privilege, dear Mr. Trump. You also said that you wanted America, apart from great and powerful, to become the most respected nation on earth, inspiring the awe and admiration of the entire world. What a noble ambition that is. However, I was somewhat disappointed when you said, "I was saved by God to make America great again." No, Donald Trump. God saved your life in order to become a peacemaker and not just for MAGA. Peace on earth is God's ultimate concern, as demonized international elite are fast preparing the ground for Armageddon, for the world's annihilation. And believe me, no chosen nation will be saved, may it be Israel or your ocean-fenced country. Mr. President, you are a clever man and you should know that God cares for all nations, all people, all human lives, and that no nation, however great materially and militarily may be, can build the welfare of its people upon the misery and destruction of other nations. You talked about the revolution of common sense. Exactly, this is what international leadership has lost. Common sense. Please explain to me, is there any common sense in asking all NATO member states to increase their military budget to 5% of their gross domestic product, when at the same time you advocate to become a peacemaker and unifier of the world? Is there any common sense in depriving millions of people of their daily bread in order for their corrupted governments to increase military spending supposedly to defend their countries from non-existent, for most European states, enemies? However, while there is no common sense in it, it does make sense. US's military industry does need to sell the arms already manufactured in order to build more of them, always for profit. And it follows without thinking that whatever a man manufactures, the purpose of the product is to be used, and not end up in museums. Therefore, the saying, "prepare for war in order to have peace," is only an excuse. So instead of threatening Iran to stop its nuclear program, why not set up a great example by destroying America's nuclear arsenal first, and stop producing new ones? We stand a better chance to convince others by our example, than by ultimatums and wars. Therefore, Mr. President, you must put the axe on the root of the evil, if you truly endeavor to become a peacemaker and unifier of the world. At the same time, the USA must abandon its long evil habit of inventing monster leaders in every corner of the earth, in order to justify its aggressiveness and loot countries. So, Mr. Trump, if you really want the US to earn the admiration and respect of the world, you must first abandon the evil old schemes of your predecessors. You know history, don't you? Finally, Mr. President, you must meditate on the verse, "It is a fearful thing to fall into the hand of the living God." If you use the name of God in your speeches, you must be very careful your deeds are up to His standards. And when you finish addressing your people, don't forget to say, "God bless the world," in addition to "God bless America."